All right. Good morning, traders. We got us a weird, wonky Friday going on. If you guys were in house chat earlier, let me know how all that went in the HH Traders chat. What plays he was looking at. Now let's figure out what is going on here. So let's just hit a market watch real quick. Yeah, mixed at the moment, but I do believe the NASDAQ is going to continue downward. Yeah, look at that hour chart, just dying here at the beginning of the market open, it looks like. Whew. Boy, we cracked that 11,000. It's going to be over. We are going to hit hard. U.S. economy is slowly likely to soften further. As I've been saying, we are already in a recession. I don't care what everybody else says. This is a recession. Wait, before, I guarantee here in the next couple of weeks, they're going to announce a recession as soon as Q2 is over. We still got about 13, 14 days before quarter 2 is over, and it will be a second consecutive quarter of slowing GDP and rising inflation, which by definition is a recession, but they wait till the end of the quarter to tell everybody that. So pretty sure we're already in a recession and been in a recession. They're just late to telling everybody. They don't like to freak everybody out, because then everybody will start dumping, and then the institutions can't get out. So, institutions and stuff, they got to get out first. Let's see. What's on this top NASDAQ gainer? We got blue. Oh, boy. What is this? Is this a gold stock? CRISPR Therapeutics blood disorder trial data encouraging, impressive. CRISPR Therapeutics is a gene editing company. Been around, Chinese gene editing company, for a while. We do have a lot of room on this. It is a little bit higher float, though. I'm not sure why they're talking about CRISPR on blue. Bluebird stock is up. Okay, so blue is another gene editing company. So that could get some action. Just a little bit higher float, though. I don't like that float. Very little volume on that. RYTM. That's already ripped today. Still a little bit higher float than I would like. I don't like the way that looks. SGN, a lot higher price. Big spike on SGN, though, for a high price stock. I mean, $30 rip in a day is quite massive. It looks like they bought some Merck purchase of biotech Segan. Okay, they're getting bought out. That's why. SPNS. I don't like none of that. Alright, I don't like nothing on the top 10 NASDAQ gainer list. CMR again. I don't know. It's just not a lot of room up on these moving averages that are ahead. I don't like that play. I'm going to stay away from it. Let's see some of these other plays. VTNR, it's down to that. CYN cracking out of that triangle. I'm taking it off the watch list. So put it on there yesterday, but looking pretty garbage. Whoops, I just took out like 3 things. That's all right. That's not a big deal. Oil is under 110. So oil is coming down some, but we still got this uptrend in the 50-day right there. So I expect some type of bounce off of oil. 105, 110, something like that. I know H was trading VVIK yesterday. Looks like it's in a little channel. Holding up about half its gains from yesterday's rip. So let's see, right about 250. Top of the channel. Come online. What are you doing? There we go. And then bottom of the channel about 225. And actually did just bounce a little bit off that 225 area. I'm gonna keep an eye on it just because it might be another good play. Let's see, blue. What's up, morning? Good morning, Donnell. Whoever morning is, what's up to you too? What's up, Hector? What's up, Lando? HH Trader is our partner channel, one of our partner channels. We have several different partner channels, but HH Trader usually live streams in the mornings before me or on the days that I'm not live streaming. So if you don't catch me, you can catch HH Trader usually. Or if he's busy and you can't catch him, you can usually catch me. Some days you get us both, like today. You're in MREO. Let's take a look at it. I don't have anything that I'm watching real close other than ASUT, my swing on this gold play. Got up there yesterday at 255 area but couldn't break. And now it's almost making a head and shoulders on that 15 minute. Look at the hour. Okay, we can go ahead and take that triangle out. That was a beautiful, beautiful triangle rip. And then where's our uptrend? Right like that. And that 50-day moving average is also right there. But it does look like a head and shoulders. Shoulder here, head here, shoulder here. So I'm going to give that some time. I may have to get out of it. I don't want to swing anything over the weekend, even if it is gold. I love my gold. Let's take a look at that MREO though. See what you're looking at on this. So AstraZeneca looks like they're trying to buy MREO. Is 116 million shares. A little higher float than I would like. Do have a nice little uptrend. That's a beautiful little uptrend. Nothing wrong with that. What's up, Lori? Good evening. It's going to have to break 150. Only thing I don't like about it, it's on this hour chart. It's pretty much straight up. The 15-minute is a little more slanted, but we'll run smack dab into 150. Got to break that 150. Then after that, okay, so here's the problem with this play. There's a major problem on this daily chart, and it may not be the case. It may break it, but let me move this line here. We gapped up right into the 200-day moving average, which is also that 150 area, and right across here, plenty of resistance as well. So we are hitting multiple resistance areas at the same time at that 150. And we're up here, way up here on the daily chart, when yesterday we were down here. This thing was 75 cents. So it's gapped about double the price. And if it can't break 150 and hold as support, then more than likely probability is it is going to drop. This has been on a downtrend. It did break that downtrend since the beginning of this year with this gap up, but still just all this space right here, and the fact we're running into that $1.50 resistance is a little sketchy. It is doing good. Like I said, it has a nice uptrend up to that point, but that's a lot of resistance that's got to break. But we'll keep an eye on it. I do like the uptrend. I just don't like where it shot up to already and just smashing right into that 200-day. AERC, we got what is this? Quite a bit, almost over a week of an uptrend on AERC still. Been running into that 200 at 24-ish, 25-ish. Over the last 3 days, though, this is what we need to see break, is this little down channel. Still, even today, though, it's way up here at the top of this channel. I don't like that. I don't want to be getting in at the top of anything. See, we don't really have a trend line started on blue yet on any higher time frame. We have a uptrend on the 15-minute, but I guess it could try to go. It did have a gap up to 610 before it sold off all its gains. Overall, though, we got a pretty massive downtrend. That's got to break as well. That's all the way up at 525. It may be $1 or something to get out of this. We'll see if it can continue to hold. Oh yeah, I'm just going to take that off. MRO, yeah, right there getting rejected at 145, so not even able to get up to 150 yet. A lot of selling pressure. After a 30-hour trip. Oh, my trip was good. Unfortunately, I didn't, I'm traveling within the U.S., so I didn't hit any restrictions or anything, and I was driving, not flying. I refuse to fly right now. Well, in general, I just hate flying, so much rather drive. I can escape. Can't escape a plane. There's nowhere to go. Oh, speaking of the NQ, I was listening to Robert Kiyosaki's podcast yesterday. He had George Gammon on. If you don't know Robert Kiyosaki, this fellow right here, this book changed the way I think. I don't care if people think he's a grifter. Doesn't matter to me, because the book, the knowledge that he bestows, can change the way you think. But George Gammon was on there, and there was a quote Robert Kiyosaki said from somebody else. I forget who he said it was from. But they say the bull goes up the steps and the bear jumps out the window. So what that means basically is on the NQ or SPY or whatever you're looking at the overall stock market, we've scrolled back to a higher time frame. You can see the bull has been creeping. He's been walking up these stairs. And then the bear jumping out the window. So it makes perfect sense. I love that saying. And I'll probably steal it, just to be honest. But anyway, let's get back. I'm not feeling much here today. See how Sadu doing. Sadu ended up cracking yesterday. That upward momentum. So that's on a downtrend. Let me fix my chart here. Let's see, where is gold at? I got gold on my... Yeah, gold's at 1841, so still holding pretty strong. We have been seeing a little bit of a bounce in the crypto market. What's up over there on Twitch? Guys would prefer to watch on Twitch because it is no delay streaming. Link to that may be in the description. I don't remember at the moment. Let's see. Bitcoin and Ethereum still kind of sitting down where they were. But there is some altcoins moving. Especially altcoins that are on my list. Oh, what did I just close? Okay, that's all right. No, I'm not new to trading. I've been trading 6 years. I didn't say it was a new saying. I just said I had never heard it. But I don't follow anybody that close. Like, I don't follow any big YouTubers or economists or anything. I'll listen to what they got to say, and then I go do the research myself. I hardly listen to their slogans and stuff. But when I do catch a good slogan, I'm going to steal it. I think the original saying is the bull goes up the stairs, the bear goes down the elevator. But I like the jumps out the window. In this case, it's a lot more appropriate for what's been happening. Stick around long enough, Hector, and you'll start to hear me with all my different crazy sayings. So let's see, what's this AKN? It's got an uptrend. 30 million shares. This was a newer IP. Wow. Am I looking at that right? Hold on, that's the monthly chart. Okay. Does look like it did IPO back in March. Shot all the way up to 31. Sold off and is down to $1.31. Starting to slowly uptrend over this last couple of days. Draw that trend line a little bit better. I'm not a fan of that though. Not a lot of volume like this little white. These little white candles here. Signaling very low volume and very even volume between buyers and sellers. MREO is still getting rejected off at 145 area. You can see it right here. I got 200 is just sitting on it. Every time it tries to pop up a little bit, 200 pushes right back down. Or the candle pushes right back down below the 200, I should say. See, AUST, you need to get a little bit lively. I want to see this head and shoulders pattern get blown out of the water, and the only way that's going to happen. Where's my trend lines at? What's going on here? For some reason my quick tools are not up on this top chart. Ah, well, whatever. There's a downtrend right there that's got to break. That break of that downtrend could end that head and shoulders pattern. KZIA, that had a big rip pre-market from 537 up to 8. Currently selling off. Let's see. Positive data on the 13th. And 2 children, brain cancer. That's pretty crazy. It's a rare form of childhood brain cancer. So, these pharma companies are about making money. And I don't know how many people they can sell that to, even though it is for brain cancer. That downtrend will have to break before we see anything come out of that. VVIK barely holding that area. Blue starting to crack its trend line. MREO still trying to hold, getting a little bit of a double top there. A double flat top, in fact. Not even just a double top. Well, hold on a second. If it starts to push up green, this may try to test at 150 on this 15-minute candle. We got a whole 15 minutes left. Just a little ways off that trend line. Still getting flattened, though. Had more buying volume than selling. I kind of like to see it get rejected here. Come down to 140 on this trend line and then bounce. That may be a possibility. See, BT, that's a crypto play. What are you doing? You're getting a little bit of buying a day. No volume on you. All right. Hey, what's up, One Life? How's it going, my friend? Oh, you're going to get that 150 test, it looks like. Yeah, a lot of selling stacked. All them sellers on that ask right in that area. That's a lot. We're gonna need a lot of buying volume to push all those out. Give me just a minute, guys. I'll be right back. All right, let's see. Got some comments. I'm talking about vacation. Very nice. MREO getting a pretty decent rejection back down to 140 off of that 200-day moving average. ERC has this decent uptrend starting. Where's SIGA? Ooh, SIGA looks real nice on this daily chart. Real nice. Pop it in SIGA. I like how it came down, tested that 1075 area, broke up over the triangle a little bit yesterday. We got to break 1150, which is this double little McDonald's shape up here, double top over the last 2 days of those highs. But it's bullish on all three, above all three EMAs, and popping that triangle. You just see $11 hold up. Let's get this overall. Yeah, even on the weekly chart. Oh yeah, we got major resistance at 15, 12 to 15. All types of congestion back here. But this is a monkeypox. This is the monkeypox vaccine stock that HH has been talking about for the last month or two. And let's see what happened here. The WHO is saying monkeypox is behaving unusual. Whoa, the monkeypox. Jesus. How much volume do we got on SIGA? Only 1 million in volume so far. It's a pretty light volume at the moment. Where's the bottom of that candle? 933. That was on the week. Yeah, we just got to break over that candle from yesterday, 1150. Check on the NASDAQ real quick. Actually, I just flip over to Trading View with my market watch and see where the NASDAQ is at. Why you play roulette one life? Why don't you play poker, man? Roulette straight gambling. Poker's got skill at least. Well, I don't know if you got them skills. Surely you got some poker skills, one life. Okay, so the NQ starting a little uptrend here today, possibly, but not enough to really look for a big rebound. Where's my monkey stock at? My monkey pot stock. It's a little downtrend. Before it can break out, let's see. 10 days at 1070-ish. Oh, what's happening here on my stream? Okay. I don't know what happened. About to have PTSD again on this stream. Started to drop out. Don't do that. Oh gosh. Texas Hold'em, man, that's still good, man. You make money off of Texas Hold'em for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and just go 20 shares on this. I'm dead at 11. Getting rejected a couple times. Let me go on the hour chart. Oh, beautiful. On the hour chart, the 250 day both are right there under the price as well. Let's see, 20 shares, I could risk 50 cents. So I could risk down to 10.50, which gives me plenty of space, and that'd only be $10. And then if we can actually break 11.50, maybe get up till 12.50, be $1.50 on 20 shares, it'd be about 30. So it's about a 1 to 3 1 to 3 risk ratio. Unless it can shoot all the way up to 15, but we'll see. I don't know if it can do all that today because it is Friday. It's Friday in a choppy market, downtrending market. We don't know what's going to happen over the next 2 days while the futures are closed. I mean, there's news headlines coming out left and right. I mean, I'm pretty sure the market's going to keep dropping. But who knows exactly when it is going to finally give up everything. Gold is sitting right on this trend line. Let's see where silver at. 21.61. Yeah, I believe I'm about to pick up some more silver. Oil's trying to hold 110. Now, if oil holds 110, then that was previous resistance and some support. This would be a retest of that 110 support. If it can hold on. Alright. So we're just hanging out right now at this 11 area. See, INDO, that's down pretty bad. Thing looks like it's going to keep coming down. HYMC, this gold stock. Yeah, this gold stock still on its uptrend, beautiful uptrend. And actually has started to break the downtrend. I'm going to move that downtrend. But HYMC just needs to break over $2 and that could start moving. So MREO still hasn't dropped 140 yet, but it is starting to go sideways at that resistance. If it starts to curl down, it's probably over with. DRD is another gold stock as well that is a very solid watch. Pays out dividends quarterly, I believe. Yeah, pays them out quarterly. Way down from their normal prices. Actually can just draw that downtrend. Yeah, DRD's down almost to the 200 day with gold just hanging out at 1840, 1850. We are like sideways in this market right now. Is there anything that I'm missing that's moving? SOUN. That monthly chart looks terrible. Yearly chart. It's got a bunch of shares, 200 million in shares. I want nothing to do with that. MNTS. What are you? Momentumous. That's scary. They plan to launch their whatever vehicle, Vigo Ride vehicle, despite experience anomalies in the inaugural flight. I don't know about all that. That's a little sketchy. That is a little sketchy. FNGU, a little pop-up. AERC getting rejected hard off that $20 area. Hitting pre-market support about $17.75. Okay, SIGA dropped a little bit, 10 cents. That's okay. As long as it holds that 10.75 area. I might even put my stop loss up higher than 10.50 on this. SIGA just paid out a dividend as well. 45 cents. That's a nice dividend. Must have been from where they popped. They had a bunch of extra money. The Veru. Veru is in a big triangle pattern. Probably not going to do much today. It could. But I like it more for next week. As you can see, it's curling down, starting to bounce off of this uptrend. So that'll be on watch for next week for sure. Let me get some of these lines off of HUSA. What's up, Lando? How's it going, my friend? ASUT just still holding 225. This needs to start popping. Because I don't want to see the head and shoulders and see it come back down like this and complete that head and shoulders. Alright, SIGA dropping a little more. That 1 hour. Yeah, you can see a selling pressure on the 1 hour. Pushing SIGA down. Still quite a bit of selling pressure in this, but it's slowing. BLBX. What are you popping up for? Whoops. Small little uptrend on that. Let's see the daily. Nah, I don't like that much. VVIK is bouncing off of that 225 a little bit. You're bored? Man, there's so much money out here to make. You're bored because it's Friday? Is that why? Slow market? Because we're definitely in a slow market at the moment. I mean, there's nothing really popping at all. Well, blue trying to come back up. If it gets back above that trend line, it might be a play. Other than blue and Siga though. Siga's down at 1080. So it's the high float. We got Nokia down. Carnival Cruise Lines, that's getting a little pop off his low year of 870. Don't know why. NIO still got this nice little uptrend. Amazon still holding right around that 105 area. LACMP. Alright, none of these metal stocks doing much. Let me change. See how's the pot stocks doing. All the pot stocks are up. Aurora Cannabis, Kronos, they're up just a little bit though. Let me change the scanner to the day trade above the 200 scanner. Veru is on there. This is on the list. Sell. That's always too high price. That looks stupid. Siga is on this scanner, so that gives me a little more confirmation. And then the rest of those pretty much on. We've been paying out a 3-cent dividend. What is this? Valco Energy. Let's look at this on a higher time frame. Oh yeah, it's back almost to previous highs there. A lot of resistance. It's going to break at $10. How many shares is it? 58 million shares. They just paid those 2 dividends out too. Yeah, I don't know about that. It may be a case of I have to hold Siga a little bit today. If you want to start live streaming, man, hit me up. I'll help you get set up and everything. We'll get your channel set up. You know, I've been wanting you part of the Framework Fortune team. You just got to hit me up, man. You got to hit me up. I've been trying to holler at you, see what your website's doing in the last couple of months, man. I know I've been busy the last month, but I'm back now. You can hit me up, man. Just hit me up. We'll get you going. I'll make the graphics for your channel, your header, all that stuff for free because you're part of the team. See, I'm gonna sit here and stare at this time and sales in level 2 for a minute on Siga. I want to see what type of orders are coming through here if we're getting big buyers at these areas. Be off and on the website. Yeah, man, it sounds like we just need to talk. We just need to have one. We just need to have a chat. You know, I'll get you straightened out, man. I don't know if Austin's watching, Rooster, but Rooster, you need to start your channel here soon. Rooster's always in the Discord and the swing trading tab, doing a ton of technical analysis. I don't know if he's in the live stream though. Yeah, he's got to This is why you gotta join the Discord. This Discord is not just me and HH putting out information. We got Rooster in here, technical analysis over the last couple of days on multiple charts, including the NASDAQ. You know, we got HH in here, usually talking a lot. Got a bunch of stuff going on. We're building it out. Link in the description. It is free to join. You got 1,000 errors that you got to fix? Hey man, just hit me up. Like I said, I can help you. I can help you out. And shout out to the channels that are already up and going. That's part of the Framework Fortune Network. HH Trader, Stonks and Chomps Gaming, Crypto Quarry Mining. Of course, my other channel, Framework Fortune Crypto. But we need more. We need more content creators for all of this. It's too much content. I can't do it all myself. Especially split between stock market, commodities, and futures and cryptos. Good God, there's so much to cover. Hey, oh, did I not say Stonks and Chomps Gaming? I think I forgot Stonks and Chomps Gaming. Our wonderful moderator Lauren moderates the Discord, both Framework Fortune channels and HH Traders live stream channel, live stream trading. She puts in a lot of work, and she has her own gaming channel. You can just click on her name right there. I did say it? Alright, I didn't remember if I said it or not. You know, you guys, like yesterday, I did not stream yesterday because I thought it was Friday. All day. Like, I literally thought it was Friday the day before. Like, Wednesday, I thought was Thursday. And then yesterday, I thought was Friday. So I was like, I'm not going to live stream today. Friday's usually not much going on, which is what we're seeing. But when I realized that nice little bounce off of that little trend line on the NQ there, back up to 11.3. Not great though. It's got to get back over 11.5. But yeah, I for 2 days or 3 days maybe even, I've been a day forward. So okay, you gonna hold up here, Siga? That awful It's Friday song? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're exactly right, Lando. You're exactly right. Because there's no more support. 11.5 on the NQ is the bottom support. And if you want to analyze it off of the SPY, I mean, it's the same. There's no support left. Like we had that 50-day right there on the SPY, and then nothing. Nothing until 350. And 350 might not even hold. It may go down on the 300 if the NQ really gives it up. Which you looking at the monthly chart on the NQ, we got 13 days left in this month. It's got to do some work. Because if it closes the month like this, with this indecision red candle for May, and then June closes big engulfing, well, it's not even engulfing, but big red candle, that's an obvious clear sign of a big red candle coming. But nice little bounce today so far, but it's still really early, and there's still a lot of time left. So just because the NQ's bouncing off this little area, it could easily make a little double top here where it's hitting at, come back down McDonald arch style, and just just straight down. AERC, that's all the way back down to 8. SIGA's still holding in there. How's that MREO play looking? Yeah. Yep, exactly what I thought. Just too much resistance at that $1.50 area. And that gap up that it had, I never like these setups like this. Anytime a play is gapping up into the 200-day moving average on the daily chart, that is always massive resistance. And it started, and plus all the other resistance I pointed out, and now it started to crack and losing momentum, starting to make a little downtrend if it can't rebound right back up, which means it's coming down. And it could come all the way down to $1. I mean, there's not really, no, a dollar support is that's it. And then after that, it come right back down to 75 cents. Okay. See if we start to get a push up here on SIGA in the next 10-15 minutes. Four miles at a 6 incline in an hour? Well, I'd be dead. My workout is walking my 2 crazy dogs. They keep me in enough shape. Well, it's starting to get a little weak. Buyers starting to, well, okay, they're still coming in at 1085. Need to get off this area though real soon. Being Friday though, we may not get any type of breaks. Boy, is every crypto green today? Quite a bit of altcoins. It's starting to look like we may go on an altcoin run in the crypto market, even with Bitcoin and Ethereum being down, because a lot of these altcoins are so cheap. They could go down more though. Ew, I don't like this candle. Yeah, 10 minutes. I'll give this candle a little bit more time. But I'm not going to hold this down to 1050 like I was saying. I believe if it cracks 1075, I'm just going to get out, take a small little loss. Gold coming close to retesting 1850. Popped up over at, what was that, beginning of the week? Making a little U shape here. Well, that's the 15-minute, but getting real close to popping that 1850. Which would be real bullish for gold and gold stocks. Ooh, AUST is looking. Keep AUST high alert the next week. Maybe today. If it does not, if it breaks up out of this head and shoulders instead of cracking down, and gold starts breaking 1850, we're probably going to see some gold moving. Whatever works. Whatever works, Thorin. Whatever works. Oh, do we have a holiday on Monday? What is it? What is the Monday holiday? You guys got to remind me. You know I don't keep up with holidays. You know I don't even know what day it is half the time. So There's no trading on Father's Day? Really? Let me pull up the... That sounds weird. Isn't there normally trading on Mother's Day? Oh, we're gonna look it up here. Oop. As I was saying, right as I'm talking about AUST just got to pop up over 230. Getting a little buy-in in there. So it's still hanging out. Where's this damn calendar at? I know it's on the NASDAQ. Usually easy to find. There we go. Market activity. Holiday calendar. Here we go. Let's take a look and see. Get out of here. So we're closed on... That's not Father's Day. It's Juneteenth. So they have officially added Juneteenth in as a holiday to close for the stock market. I was going to say, I don't remember ever being closed on Father's Day or Mother's Day. I don't see either one of those. So we're closed for Juneteenth. I got you. Okay. All right. Well, good to know. Yeah. Don't say that, Lando. You're too young. Don't wish that evil upon yourself. Sigga, you're just hanging out there, man. Everything's just hanging out right now. It's an hour in this stream. What time is it? 10:39. So we'll probably give the stream 20 minutes, 25 more minutes. I mean, we're in snail territory at this point. It's looking like, at least probably till a little later today. Right, still coming up, trying to come up off of that low a year at 420. Nice little wedge there over the last 5 days. That's a crypto play. Mara's actually in a channel. Riot's looking a little more bullish than Mara is. Channel 7, top resistance. And that bottom, we'll just say 650. So Mara can break over 7. That could start being a play again. Depending on cryptos. Yeah, see, blue not doing anything. That trying is still making a little bit of a U shape. I'm going to maybe, let's see. We'll see if that maybe is the trend line. But you got a downtrend started too. This little down channel. Alright, cool. Sigga's popping back up a little bit. There we go. Get back over 11. Sigga hit that downtrend on the daily. Yeah. Well, if you draw it from the tops of all the wicks, kind of like that, then yeah. But I'm drawing it more off of the body. And it's showing more that it's popped this triangle already just because it's bullish. all the EMAs lined up and everything. So, I mean, it just depends kind of where you draw your trend line. But in any case, the main thing is it's got to break back over 11 and then that 1150 area, and it can start going. But what I don't want to see is it just kind of go sideways all day and make a little red indecision candle on the daily. Oh yeah, it's going to definitely need volume, but I'm getting in waiting for the volume to come in. You know, I don't like to get in when all the volume's already been in there. I like to find them before the volume is coming in and get in. If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby. All right. You told me to short the NQ. I should have went inverse ETF on the NQ, especially as long as I've been calling for this crash to happen. But crypto prices have gotten so cheap. I think the stock market's going to drop more, and we're going to finally see that switch from Bitcoin and the stock market and Ethereum all kind of following along with each other. We should start to see that switch because cryptos are down a lot. I mean, they are down a lot. And I like Ethereum under $1,000 is real doubtful. If it does get down there, I mean, how low are node validators and Ethereum investors and stuff going to let them get that low? So because the cryptos have already crashed and the stock market's really just starting its full-on big crash here soon, I'm focused more on cryptos than anything, and gold, silver. Those are my three bulls. You thought I was crazy when I was calling for 270-ish? That's about right. Yeah. Well, it was a simple call. Like I've been telling everybody, like I've been saying, the stock market has not went up since 2008 because the economy's been good. That's not the truth. The stock market only went up since 2008 because the feds were pumping money into the economy, buying assets, and then 2020 when they ramped that up. I mean, it's pretty basic economics. You continue to add supply to the money while not producing any products. We don't produce nothing anymore. We get it all from China. Then, you have no value behind your economy. It's basically America has been taking out loans nonstop to pay for products, basic simple products from China. I mean, one thing was this girl said on that Robert Kiyosaki episode yesterday. There was a couple people in there besides George Gammon. She said the U.S. could not make baby formula. We had to import a ton of baby formula. Like, think about that for a second. The U.S. had to import baby formula. Like, we don't have enough manufacturers to feed our babies. And we got lots of babies. That's a problem. That's a clear sign in the economy. When there's things like that. Gas is up, so of course fuel to move all of these shipping container boats and trucks, the big tractor trailer trucks and stuff, that costs more gas, food prices, everything else goes up. We're in a bad spot. We've been in a bad spot. 2008 was not a recovery. We did not recover from 2008. We faked recover. Cryptos are doing just fine. I love it, Daniel B. I absolutely love them being this cheap. Let me get more staking and liquidity pool providing coins so I can continue to build my cash flow and digital assets. But how you doing, DB? It's been a while. Glad to see it coming back in the chat. If you wanna revel in the cryptos being down right now, you can. Bitcoin down at 20,000. Go ahead, revel in it. Talk about the tulips. Lando, yeah, 2 to 4 years is probably a decent estimate. The only issue is there's not a way to simply come back from this much economic damage. Like them raising interest rates is a joke. It's a joke. It's not doing anything. They're raising them. Everybody's freaking out because they're raising rates 0.75. Like that is a big rate raise, but it's still nothing compared to inflation. So it's not doing anything. SIG is starting to bounce a little bit here. Go get some sleep, Lori. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you joining as always. Glad to see you back round. For Celsius users, I'm not even familiar with Celsius. Well, here's what I think, Lando. I don't think the Feds are going to continue down the route they're continuing. Like I've been saying, I think they're going to reverse course, lower interest rates back down to zero, and start printing money again. They're going to try to give it last one ride, or one last ride into the sunset before before everything finally crashes. Because I think they can do it one more time. I think they have one more time to try to prop the markets up. And I think they'll attempt it. Because it's not, like I said, everything the Feds are doing, it's not doing anything. It's not working. So it's just going to, like the higher inflation gets and the lower the market gets, they're just going to have to reverse course. Because they keep doing interest rates. It's not, like, to offset the inflation at this point, we need to be at like 9-10% interest rates. Because inflation is over 10%. But it's just too late at this point. Yeah, that's more than likely what they're going to do. If they don't, then inflation's going to keep going out of control. And of course, them printing money again will only add to the inflation, but I think it would be long enough for them to kick the can down the road a little bit longer. Because at this point, I believe that's all they're doing is just trying to kick the can down the road, trying to avoid major market crashes. But we're already seeing major market crashes. At this point, cryptos are down 100% on the year. NASDAQ down. What's NASDAQ down on the year? I think it's like 20% maybe. $16.37. Are you sure that's the date for Tulip Mania? That seems That seems really early. But Tulip Mania is not going to explain it. There's no comparison, Lando. There's no comparison at all. There's no tulip mania going on. This is all manipulation from the feds and the central banks. Flower supply and demand flower on flowers is not a comparison to every central bank and economy in the world on the verge of collapse. It's not a this is not a FOMO thing. This is not a psychological thing at this point. This is way bigger than that. One book about tulips is definitely not going to explain it. It was 1637. Yeah, so also it was during the Dutch Golden Age in 1637. I mean, you're trying to compare something from 1637 to now that was flowers. We didn't have the internet then. The internet changes a whole lot of things. So, I don't I think Tulip Mania is a relevant story. The only lesson to learn out of Tulip Mania is don't buy at the top. That's the lesson, which should be a pretty obvious lesson. Don't buy at the top. Like if all the news media and social media, if they like just with AMC and GameStop, those were Tulip Mania. That's one asset that gets blown out of the water because of a bunch of FOMO and stuff like that, psychology. But you can't compare one asset to tulips to an entire global, multiple economic systems. It's not comparing what happened with one asset to all the economic systems is pure insanity. That's not. It's not even close to a comparison. That would be like that would be like comparing all of the world's economies crashing. Well, no, because the dot com bubble is a better example than the tulip mania because the dot com bubble included multiple assets instead of just flowers. So you're better off using, and the internet was coming into being pretty much during the dot com bubble. That's the most similar thing that I would say you could compare to, but not Tulip Mania. See, there you go, Daniel B. You're focused on Bitcoin. You're focused on that Bitcoin, man. That's only one crypto. That's one. Now, if you want to compare Tulip Mania to Bitcoin, if you want to compare tulips to Bitcoin, sure. But you can't compare one asset to a whole entire market full of multiple assets like cryptos. You know, the the crypto market is not collapsed completely. There's like PKT is bullish. So there's projects out there that you know it's about the value behind the project. Same way it's about the value behind the stock. A stock and a token or a stock and a coin, they're no different. There's no difference whatsoever. It's just something that represents a piece of the company, or in crypto's case, if it's decentralized, the piece of a technological project. I mean, yeah, he's wanting to get. He's excited because Bitcoin and all that crashed, so he's got to have a "told you so" moment where he comes in here like, "I told you it was tulips." Until in another 2 months, everything, all the cryptos rip back up through the ceiling, And then he'll be in the same spot he's been in every. See, that's been going on forever. Since Bitcoin came out, every economist who doesn't like Bitcoin has continued to say and compare it to tulips. But if that's as far as your research goes, is into Bitcoin, you're missing a whole lot more stuff. Just a whole lot more. But every time they've said tulip mania, when Bitcoin crashes, it's over. Bitcoin rips 3x or 3000x above where it was previous and all of that. So, I mean, maybe you'll get it right. Maybe one day Bitcoin will crash to nothing. It could. That's why I don't like Bitcoin. So I'm not going to defend Bitcoin like I've said previously. We are still hanging out right here at this 1085. Just no movement. AUST is still at 230. So I believe I'm just going to hold these throughout the day a little bit longer and see if the NQ maybe continues to bounce. Nope, that does not look like a bounce on the NQ. Yeah, the falling with the stock market, that's going to be short term. Eventually, that's not going to be the case. Like I've been saying, the stock market and cryptos have nothing to do with each other. It's just pure psychology of why people are looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum and comparing them to the NASDAQ. Whoa, whoops. That freaked me out. Yeah, so NASDAQ now has a downtrend on the day. Confirmed downtrend. Probably going to head on down with it being Friday. Probably going to start seeing some more selling off. But even though cryptos have dropped, like the Cosmos ecosystem, my whole Kepler wallet, my staking wallet and liquidity pools, they're still earning coins. So just because those coins are low in US dollar right now, at some point that US dollar is people are gonna come out of it. They're gonna go into something. As I've been saying, the only reason that the dollar is strengthening is because of people coming out of the stock market. So we're hitting that 105 area. We're not seeing people come out of the dollar and go into anything else yet, because we're pulling back across everything besides gold. Yeah, gold's testing the support double bottom there on that trend line. But oil having that crack and starting to get a little downtrend going. So again, as I've been saying, are you going to get into something? Well, let's just do a side-by-side comparison while we're waiting here. The AUST starting to try to get over at 230. Siga. I'm just going to put a stop loss on this under that bottom candle wick. Whoops. Before I go into this analysis, what's that bottom candle wick? 1070. So we'll put that wick about 1065 in case it does do a little reach. And that'll be risking about $7. I ain't too worried about that. And I'm up on AUST, which still looks like it's going to move. So, okay, let's take off this drawing. That's oil. We'll change that to the NASDAQ. Let's put it on a monthly chart. When we're analyzing, especially big markets like this, we got to show them all the way out. And I'm not going to use Bitcoin. I'm going to use Ether. Like I said, I don't like Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's a terrible. It's a terrible coin to mess with, in my opinion. Let's see here. Oh yeah, my drawings got back in the way. Get out of there. So you've got the NQ right here. See, that's Ether since 2017. So let's scroll the NQ back to 2017. Let's blow it up a little bit bigger. Okay. So 2017. Ether actually spiked in 2017 where the stock market did not. Right? It was going up slowly, but it didn't actually spike. Ether has now hit, we just had that bull run last year at the end of the year. Ether hitting 5,000, getting rejected, full head and shoulders there. But it's come down to this support. So looking at it this way, you have this nice uptrend on Ether. The NASDAQ's already cracked its uptrend because its uptrend would be, when you scale back, the uptrend is, that's since 2000. That's a lot bigger of a uptrend. Your uptrend, look at this 50-day. It's standing straight up. This looks like a cobra poking its head out of a little basket with a guy with a turban playing a flute beside it. This cobra is about to turn around and bite this guy with the flute on the NASDAQ. So with this money coming out of the NASDAQ, where's it going to go? Is it going to go into... is it going to go back into the NASDAQ while the NASDAQ's crashing? No, it's not. It's not. Not till the NASDAQ finds the bottom. Is it going to go into oil? Very possibly. We could definitely see some money continue on into oil, as oil has had a nice uptrend besides that one nasty dip during 2020 where it went to zero. But a lot less of a straight up uptrend as the NASDAQ. Any asset you compare against the stock market right now looks way better, just easy up and down chart pattern wise. But we can see that dollar running right into this downtrend that it's been on since before, on this chart back to 1968. So it's getting rejected here. It has been testing this top. The dollar index has been testing this 105, but that's because that money is coming out of the NASDAQ. And the money just came out of the crypto market, so the dollar strengthened. The dollar should get rejected here again and come back down. And when it starts to come back down, that means money is leaving out of U.S. dollar, values leaving out of U.S. dollar and going into something else. But this is a simple way to look at it, even with this little uptrend. The U.S. dollar has been going down. The NASDAQ is priced in U.S. dollar. So if your purchasing power of the U.S. dollar is going down, then that means the prices of the assets and the stocks that you've been trying to buy have been going up. So it's not going up because of supply and demand. It's going up because the actual literal currency that everything is priced in that we're trading has been on a downtrend, buying less. It's buying less and less and less year over year. So if you can only buy, if your dollar is purchasing less than it was now than in 2000, then buying these stocks up here, or even buying them now at 11.5, whatever, if you think maybe the NQ is going to rebound off of this nasty straight downtrend, which is highly doubtful. But even buying there, you're buying still way up high on the NQ. And you're buying these stocks at these high valuations still with weak dollar. So you're getting less shares. You're getting less for your dollar in the stock market. But even if you do want to compare the NASDAQ to the Bitcoin, Bitcoin's close to being a straight up uptrend. but Bitcoin came out, 2010, something like that, and that was right after the 2008 housing market crash, and they were stimulating everything, as I've been saying. So of course Bitcoin got stimulated. However, when you scroll it out, it's still a slighter trend line than the NASDAQ. Yeah, let me put my 200-day moving average on there. Yeah, so there. So we're kind of at a support area on Bitcoin as well, those previous highs, where the NASDAQ, we're not near anything. Like, this is the last area. So if the NASDAQ crashes, the dollar index goes up because your dollar is strengthening because you can buy more of the NASDAQ assets. But if it's crashing, nobody's really going to be buying. As I said, it's going to have to go somewhere else. That value is going to have to move either into cryptos, gold, silver, oil, cotton, wheat, whatever commodities. Look at that. Cotton's just going straight up too. Now that's a perfect perfect example of inflation right now. The fact that cotton's been on a straight up run since 2020. That's all that money printing. Yeah, there's a lot of banks that are not allowed to invest in cryptos yet because there's not regulations. Oh no, man, I don't like options. I'm good. I'm gonna stick with my stock trading and my gold and silver trading and my crypto trading. I have enough on my plate. The options, I just don't like options. I don't like having options. Okay? I get too confused. You give me too many options. No, I'm just kidding. Siga, I don't know if it's going to hold up. Starting to crack that downtrend and starting to curl down a little bit. Just barely holding right above at 1075. It's more of a flat bottom at this point. So we need to see it come all the way to here. Yeah, so if Siga doesn't crack here, if it holds up, it looks like it'll probably be maybe a few hours. Maybe not a few hours. Maybe like an hour and a half, and Siga might turn around. Maybe. I don't like the way it's starting to curl over though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. ASUT still looking good. Oh, I didn't realize AUST popped up to 240 out of pre-market. That's pretty nice. All right. Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I got too much on my plate to try to learn anything else. Like I'm trying to figure out how to evenly split time between both channels while working on the blockchain project, while playing all these PTE games and earning money. Like, I'll sit there and play Gods Unchained, or there's a new shooter for those gamers who like the Call of Duty and Halo type of shooters. I just showed it to HH Trader last night. That's a blockchain game you can get paid to play. If they gonna pay me to play games, I'm gonna play them. But I'll be talking about that game more on the crypto channel. See, that's why I don't care about anything crashing. That's why I talk about cash flowing. The original idea is cash flowing, but now that US dollar cash is not really what you want to flow.
still, you want something that is constantly value flowing. All of my staking, as I said, for the Cosmos ecosystem is still earning me tons of Cosmos coin, tons of osmosis, everything that I'm in that ecosystem. It's passive. You know, I staked it. I vote on proposals. I get airdrops passively, um, and then also get the staking interest and the liquidity pool providing interest and all of that. So yeah, Atom and cryptos are down right now, but those projects that I'm in, I doubt are going anywhere. They have huge communities and tons of money in them. So they're just going to keep going, and I'm going to keep cash flowing regardless of the price. I've been buying more Atom, buying more in the Cosmos ecosystem, adding it into my wallet. It's just simple cash flow strategies. And then when you have games that'll pay you to play, like Gods Unchained, you know, that's another, that one's not as passive, but that's another one where you can earn money. Like I don't do anything now with my time unless I'm earning some type of income stream and stacking multiple income streams. That is the goal. Yeah, here's the link right here. You do need a Solana wallet, so I would recommend getting, which it'll take you through this, but for this shooter, so the shooter is P2E, but it's, you can play it without an NFT character, but you to earn Solana token, you have to get one of the NFTs, and that's EV.io right there. And I'll just show you real quick while we're waiting on Siga here. Siga looks like it's coming back up. So this is EVI.io, and it's just a shooter here. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that's right, I changed it. Whoops. And when you sign up for it, you'll be prompted for a Solana wallet, and I would get the Phantom wallet. But this is it. Oh, there's a guy there. Oh, get blasted. Oh, no, he got me. So yeah, that's EV.io. Basic Halo shooters sort of type. Got a couple weapons, like a sword. You can chop people up. And once you get the NFT, this has got a minute left, then your NFT character, there's NFT guns, all of that, you'll get paid in the CVI token, which can be converted into Solana. I'm going to go ahead and escape out of this. Like I said, I'll cover that more on the crypto channel. Yeah, I got HH on it last night. He was playing a little bit, checking it out, because he's wanting a shooter, a first-person shooter to start messing with. But right now, because Solana's cheap, it's down pretty far. Where's that? Like $30 to get one of those NFTs so you can start making the money. They've got some of them for sale, which I'm going to grab one for about $90. So 3 Solana with Solana down. Because these guys will give you, this is how you earn. So earn Solana for every kill with this NFT in your wallet. And then you can power it up to earn more Sol and all of that. So some of them will show like some of them will show exactly how much. I think you got to go to their actual website. But I mean, $90. You normally pay what, $60 for Call of Duty, and Call of Duty's not going to pay you to play it, right? So $100 for that NFT now. Why Solana's super cheap? Hard to beat it. All right. Anyway, Siga is coming up to that 1090. Let's see if it can break this downtrend. And if it can't yet, I'm going to call it a day. But you can still play the game for free. Like, you don't need the NFT to play it. If you just go to game, you can automatically play it. I don't have the NFT yet. You're just not going to earn anything until you have the NFT. Your character or your gun, I believe the gun, well, I think you need a character first, but then there's NFT guns, and of course you can earn and find them in game and stuff like that. Very, very young game. A lot of these play to earn games are getting cheap or are cheap. Starting to do, yeah, look at this. Blue still going down that downtrend. AMREO still going downwards. And that's, oh, actually you got a head and shoulders forming on MREO. This is about to dump. Head here, shoulder here, other shoulder. Drops below 125. That's coming to $1. More than likely. Alright, Siga. You are taking all day. But see, sometimes when I'm not streaming and I'm sitting here waiting for a stock to move, it's a great time to play one of these play to earn games and earn more money while I'm sitting here earning money waiting for these stocks to rip if the stock is going to rip. It's not a trading, entrepreneurship, all that. It's not about one income stream. You want multiple. The more income streams, the better. You want to stack them. So there's just constantly, no matter what's happening in the markets, there's some type of flow of money coming your way. And if the market crashes more like we were expecting to, a lot of dividend stocks will be probably at good valuations. And there's some high dividend paying stocks for the prices. Oh man, what is that company? It's been a while since I looked back at them. I need to put them on my watch list, see how low they are. Oh gosh, what is it? They pay a 10% dividend. It's an Israel company. Oh boy, what is the name of that company? Let me see if it's on my trading view. Oh, the ticker symbol's right on the top of my head. Oh, I've talked about it a whole lot. If anybody can remember what I'm talking about. Let's see. Cheap dividend stocks. MNDO, that's it. MNDO. That's my little cash flower. Now, of course, I'm out of INDO or MNDO because of the crash. Like I said, I got out of all my longer stock positions before January. I got out last year. But, yeah, MNDO down to 225 pays out a quarterly dividend. See if they're still paying it. Yeah, 26 cents. They just paid out a dividend for 26 cents. They're 225 at the moment. So that's a 10% dividend. But I want to see them come back down like $1.50 to this previous area. And then if I can get at $1.50, that's more like a 20% dividend payout on that entry price, which 20% is over inflation, cash flowing 20% quarterly off of a dividend stock as one of your cash flowing assets. 20% can do it. So, that's the type of plays I'm going to be looking for when we get to the bottom of the market. MNDO, IIPR that pays a bunch of dividends. IIPR has come down a lot. But I'll ride the market back up eventually when the market finds that bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that uptrend because it's cracked it. Yeah, okay. Siga's just taking its time. So, alright guys, if you're not in the Discord, go join the Discord. Link in the description below. I will let you guys know how it goes on Siga and if I sell AUST today. AUST is going to depend on what gold does towards market close. SIGA just needs to start rebounding and getting some volume. But it looks like a lot of the selling is pretty much out of SIGA now at this point, so it may start to bounce here in a little bit. But all right, guys, appreciate everybody joining me. We will not be back Monday for Juneteenth. If you celebrate any type of holidays at all and you're celebrating, have fun out there. I don't celebrate many holidays, but you know, it is what it is. And there will be some crypto channel live streams today, later, and throughout the weekend. Some of those P2E games, those play to earn games, I'll be showing more of. There's multiple I found, plus a whole tons of updates on Gods Unchained, the main PTE game that is my main focus. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next